morning, y'all. Happy Monday. Had to think about that. The cat is currently deciding if she wants to cuddle under the blanket with me in my chair or not, so give me a second. Hi. Gonna come up? Yeah. Hi. Aww. Hi, sweetie. You gonna sit with me? You sitting with me, honey? Aww. Hi. Yeah. Sit with me? Yeah. Oh, she's purring so hard. Hi, precious. Hi. Yeah, just get settled in. Yeah, I know you want under the blanket. There you go. There you go. She's trying to dig. Yeah. You gonna get under or not? You're standing on the rest of the blanket. That's gonna make it a little bit difficult to get in there. Hi. Yes, come here. Come here. No, don't dig at my pants. You're not getting in there. Stop. Here, get under the blanket, sweetie. There you go. There you go. Now let me move my leg. Okay. I'm gonna move the chair. Don't freak out. Okay. Alright. Not sitting on my my seat cushion correctly either, but that's just gonna be a problem. Hi, baby. Oh. Hi. Just settle in, honey. Settle in. Yep. Alright. Okay, move your feet so they're not directly just digging into my thigh, please. Anyway, yeah, if you have a cat, you know the rule. Cannot disturb it. There you go. There you go. Hi, sweetie. Aww. She hasn't cuddled with me in my chair in so long. Oh, this is so sweet. I need to move over just a little bit so I can actually see what's going on here. Okay. That's slightly too far, but that's okay. That is okay. Alright. Oh, hi. There's a little face here. Hi, sweetie. Aww. That's precious. Hi, honey. Yes. You gonna hang out with me today? okay. You're a sweet kitty. Oh, those purrs. Yay. Alright, let's get started here. So Britt and I were talking over the weekend. And, some things. Number one, Thomas is, Jonathan's father, which means that the missing Blake Egyptian vase lady is Jonathan's sister. Which I'm sure was mentioned at some point, but, yeah. Anyway, we are still trying to figure out who, Wilhelmina, yeah, that's it. We're still trying to figure out what, who Miss Dean was fighting with. We've got it down to Mr. O'Mara or Mr. Scarrett. There are 3 T's there. This whole time I thought I was just, you know, looking at it weirdly from my eyes and then just... No, it's not my eyes. There are actually 3 T's there. No, it's supposed to be 2. It's just 3 up here on this for some reason. Typo, I guess. Also, I don't remember if I said, 74 months in a row, my god. That is a few many. What's that extra B for? That's a typo. So yeah, we still have no idea what kind of evidence we can get for that. Says he was enjoying a cigar in the library. I should confirm that. Was there anybody else who said that they were in the library? At that time? And then, yeah, Mr. O'Mara says he was praying, and he's like, yeah, that should be right. Just, uh-huh. Smoking in the library, that seems wildly unsafe. He wasn't there yet. He wasn't there yet. I'm confident in saying he was not the man in question. Are you? Were there any ladies who were in the library at the time? No, we're not gonna be able to see the... Well... No, we can only see, from when we've actually been here, so... Someone else must have been in the library. Maybe Quinn, she's been in the library some. Quinn won't talk to us until we find the book that she's looking for. Which is a book about, architecture. Specific book on regional land records, that's it. Perhaps one of the guests knows of its location. If Scarrett was in the library, maybe he would know. Blake might know. Can you even get into his room yet? Kitty. I cannot, because he is over here. We still need to figure out the safe combination to get the key that's out in the stable. Actually, that's what I wanted to look at. Because we don't even know if we're looking for numbers or symbols or what. Wrong way. This way. It's using E to interact. Not in this game. Oh, this is creepy at night. Right, it's a safe, not a, I don't think we have any idea of what that would even be yet. We also need to talk to, the cook about the, letter. Probably have to search his room. Yeah, probably. Where does he live? He's not in any of these. Yeah, that's true. So the ball is at 8. We have a bunch of time to just run around here and ask people stuff. Something keeps setting her ear off. So she's just smacking me with it. God, I don't know. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Lots of people at the bar. We're also still trying to find something of value to Miss Dean, so we can use that to exercise the The ghost of, her husband there. You know what? These two are in the library. We can go in there right now and ask them if what's-his-face was there. Because they do be spending a lot of time in there. I have to remember the layout of the house. It's been too long. There we go. I thought I remembered that the thing here said library on it, but... Ladies.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
Let's discuss evidence. Ask you about Scarrett. You made Mr. Scarrett's acquaintance. I think I've met almost everyone here. Mr. Scarrett introduced himself to me, so yes, I've met him. He talked at me for a while, though he was rather rude to Victoria, so I stopped listening. Perhaps don't mention that I said that. Okay.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
Hey, Timu! Happy Halloween!
Hello. What brings you back?
So we can't ask about, him being in the library. Mr. Scarrett introduced himself to you. He did, briefly. He was not very interested in talking to me, not with Ivy beside me. Or more likely, at all. Okay.
That's all, miss.
Farewell, Miss.
So yeah, we need to go find her book. I'm looking at your schedule. Let's see. Lake history, Irish history, world history, flora and fauna, medicine, sciences, psychology, okay. Geography. We could look up like Manor and just see. Or is this the region that we're in? Let's look up this. Westernmost province of Ireland, once a collection of kingdoms, cite and witness to two of the most terrible battles in Irish history. While interceded with significant periods of peace. Is this actually pronounced Connacht, or is it something, something beyond me? Doing a 60k words in November challenge. Good lord. Good luck. Yikes. Saturday and Sunday went well. Went over the goal. Today's been hard due to limited free time. Not bad, though. Don't worry about it too much at this point. I'm sure you'll have one day where you just go and go and go, and you'll get like several days worth. Maybe not several, but like a couple at least. Well, Interceded with significant okay, I already read that. Irish Rebellion, aided by French forces, backdrop to the Cromwellian conquest, contested stronghold of Irish culture. Okay. Let's look up Blake Manor. Construction on Blake Castle began in 1652 on land awarded to the veteran soldier Edward Blake. It was a matter of no small undertaking or finance, and the work continued over generations. It's said that the manor was built on ground the local residents considered to have once been sacred, but records of this do not exist. Okay. Yeah, I expected that, Brood, but I'm not gonna do that on stream. Nostalgic school memories. Oh, I have time. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, that is also how I did school, work, typically. Many all-nighters. Okay, well, the clue says something about, hey, maybe you should find somebody who might know where that book is. So I'm willing to bet it's not going to be here in the library. So who would know where such a book would be? Also, we still need to figure out why Miss Dean was here in the first place. Go back to her room real quick. Look at me going the right way. Let's go. And then walking right past it. But yes, go in it. Alright, I hadn't found it. There's a loose floorboard here. Is something under it? It's a note. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction, then north for 3. Turn west and walk for 2 junctions, then south for 1. It's kept behind the cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs. And what looks like kind of a spiderweb pattern. The locket. I believe I know what's needed here. Oh, okay. But where do I start? Are these Miss Dean's private notes? What did she want to hide so dearly? As a parent, I was right. I had little doubt, of course, but the jump from instinct to confirmation has been beyond imagining. I am the descendant of a Milesian ruler, one among three. My power is not imagined nor subjective. It is written in the authority of blood. Those curling waves emblemize my blood. Power is for the deserving, it said. I thought it ominous at first, even a trap, but it's clear I was paranoid. Perhaps it is simply the truth. That symbol, she said it represents her bloodline. Okay. Are we just gonna leave that there for everyone else to find? That's fine. Okay, cool. Well, that's new. Milesians are a legendary race in Irish mythology who, according to, what? The last invaders of Ireland and the ancestors of the Gaels. Okay. Interesting. That have come from Spain and defeated the ruling, other word that I don't remember how to pronounce, driving them underground where they became the fairies. Shh, don't say the F word. Okay, well. Found this locket whilst investigating the room of Simon Coventry. He suggested belongs to his wife. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So what, we need to go ask him about that, then? Okay, well, we've got half the evidence on there. Yeah, that was some good stuff. However, not what we were looking for right now. We also need to figure out what's going on with the haunting. Oh my god, there's so much going on right now. I guess we need to go to the bar because everybody's in there still. We've already looked at that book. It's heckin' dark in here. Thank you. Alright, let's go bug some more people at the bar then. Oh, she's sleeping. Hey, that locket did not belong to your wife.
Mr. Ward.
Oh, we can't call him out on it, though. Let's ask him about being a jeweler, then. Or rather, I was. I ended up in London alone as a young lad. Nothing to my name, but my mother had loved jewels, and so, as a result, did I. Found work cleaning a shop at first. I was a well-spoken lad, and as I say, I knew my stuff. So in time, I was raised to sales. Oh, sweetie. Hi. She's trying to wash her face, but there's not quite room for it, so she's kind of just going... Hi. Yes. Hi, baby. You need to rearrange a little bit. Yeah. Okay, you just get comfy. Okay. We just use like 5 minutes to yell at the group. Hey, let's see this dude in the library. For real, dude. Who's got this book? Eventually I wound up with my own shop in London, did a tidy trade, earned enough to live well, no small feat in that city. Sold up when my wife passed. It didn't fill me in the same way it did before that. I still do enough to cover my needs, select clients and all that, but not a whole lot more. Okay. We have not asked him about Dean yet. Have you met Miss Dean? Not really, no. Every time I see her, she's exhausted from her day. Any dev happens to see this, please give the dialogue another pass. There are quite a few of these. Well, I suppose this is an important event for her. Where did that come from? Yikes. Even though I don't know the woman, I can tell she's a big fish in this pond. I'm sure she'll find the time for me by the time this is all over. Uh-huh. Yeah, very suspicious.
Good day. And to you.
Why would she find time for you, sir? Can we ask him about his statement? No, we can't. Okay.
Good day. Good.
You again.
Can we ask him anything about...
I'll be off, Miss.
Don't let me.
Nothing useful. You over here playing darts?
And you're back.
Okay, we can ask him about all of this stuff here. But nothing about what I actually want to find out about. I mean, we can ask him about some of the gods. I'm not attempting those words today. I'm sorry, I can't. I believe the world was forged out of metal. And since Gobnu is a smith god, there's a natural comparison that gets made there. I'm sorry, Gobnu. Not only a smith, he was a hospital. Okay. Think of his feast and not... You could drink at his feast and not get a hangover, and the food you'd eat, it'd protect a man from both sickness and decay. I wouldn't mind some of that protection going into winter. Okay. Yeah, let's just ask about all the goddesses and such. We had no more on that. Okay. Probably on Morrigan as well. You tell me anything about the Morrigan, I couldn't, not with all these crows about to report it back to her. Alright. Let's ask about the Milesian thing. Is she now? She and I ought to have a chat in that case. Okay. That was not helpful.
No, I should.
Only do something.
Okay. not gonna let me look through the camera? Okay.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Hi, kitty. We can ask him about all this stuff, but we have not asked him about the bridge game. Hang on, if the bridge game was in the library and then he was also in the library, then what? Here, there was a bridge game the other evening. Did you play? I did. Mrs. Darcy dragged me in on my aunt's suggestion. Mr. Scarrett was meant to play, but he was preoccupied in the library and left them down a player on short notice. Did many attend? Enough for 2 tables. Miss Barbosa, Miss Quinn, Mrs. Lau was there. Marquess Blake joined us too, and so did Mr. Coventry. Okay. Well, while we're here, we can ask him about a curse or whatever. Fairly certain the bridge game was not in the library. And that was a mistake. I don't know. Do I understand right that Miss Quinn's family is under some sort of curse? We're just gonna change subjects. She's of the same Quinns, I take it. I've heard something about that. A family cursed with misfortune and early graves. Damn shame it has Miss Quinn. I don't especially enjoy her company, but she doesn't deserve that. Okay. See if he knows anything about the bloodline. Expect nothing less from a practitioner of her caliber. Blood counts for more than it should, I know, but magically, certainly, hers seems unparalleled. Okay. You can ask him about the well symbols. That's Aunt Fia's work. You should ask her about that. Okay.
I have to be on my...
Be well.
Oh, you were supposed to tell us the stuff that she won't. Kitty. I'm incredibly distracted. She hasn't sat in my lap in so long. I can't get over it.
Hello again, sir.
She usually likes to hang out in Brood's lap. Map of the region. He's not gonna know anything about that. Oh, right. We know there's a tie between, Father Almost Dust and, our little druggy friend here. Somebody dropped this note. Do you recognize the symbol so I can return it? No, what do they... Actually, I do recognize the... Please put that away. It's messing with my stomach. Huh. What do you know about the Aeon, then? It's like an angel, right? Is that right? How do I know that? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. I can't fight it, Father. This place, it's protecting... Okay. Might be right about him being a vampire. Maybe. Father Vampire. Okay, so he's like taking him over or something there. Yeah. Coach Ferratu, that's right. I don't think I want to tell anybody about the treasure map, frankly. Let's bother Mrs. Erickson some more. asked her about the bridge game. It still says in the library. So yeah, I don't know. What do you know about Miss Dean? Did you know, Mr. Ward, that certain animals have brightly colored patterns to warn off other creatures? That's what they're saying these days. Yes? Too bad Miss Dean's not a frog. Maybe it stopped the likes of Mr. O'Mara from chasing after her tail. He was. Mr. Ward, the poor boy asked her to marry him. She said no, of course, and so publicly, too. What's a wolf to do with a lovesick puppy? A wolf, then, not a frog? No, I said she should be a frog. Presently, she's just a harlot.
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye now.
Makes no sense because Rory said Scarrett was preoccupied in the library. I mean, he also could have been in there. He would just be like, no, I'm looking for something. So he's probably got the book that we need.
You again?
Hey, I just learned something new here. Oh, we can't ask him about that. We can't ask him about that. Are you serious?
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep.
That's stupid. That's stupid. You get over there. He's just over the. Please do something. Do something useful and real. Ah. Glass him. That's right. I'm pretty sure I've already asked him about Evelyn. We'll see. It says I haven't? Really? Okay, yeah. Have you by chance met Miss Dean? Have I? I might have shoved my face if I knew Evelyn was here, but why should I suffer for her lack of decorum? Miss Dean turned down a marriage proposal I made her a year or two ago, and there was not a second thought to it. It'd have been one thing if it were just an offer of convenience, but I thought... I was stupid enough to ask if she'd mind me switching to room 16, you know, just to be near her. At least I was there to overhear her and Miss Quinn arguing in the corridor the other evening. Honestly, quarantine needs to let it go. Evelyn just makes use of people. It's just how she is. Okay, that's kind of big.
Don't let me.
I guess I had assumed that we'd already asked him about her because he'd told us all that stuff about her already. That didn't really give us too much new stuff, but... Uh-huh. So we're only missing 3 things on him. Actually. No, not 3, 5. Let's mark it all as seen here. I wonder what he could be intending to trap. Okay. So I guess we need to keep asking him about trying to trap angels. We may as well do that. Let's ask about soul jars. You know anything about soul jars? Practical magic and artifacts isn't really my sort of thing, but actually, as it happens, yes. They're used for holding, well, souls. Life essence and what have you. Damned hard to find, or so I'm told. Uh-huh. Let's ask about fetters. You know anything about the concept of fetters? Not as much as some of the others might, but I'm not for that I'm not much for that discipline, but I believe there are things that hold ghosts in this world. I suppose that's why they call them fetters, named for the old shackles used to transport prisoners. The pickle jars I tried didn't work. We kept catching munchlax. We can ask him about angels in general. What do you know about angels? What a question. Plenty if you must know. The Lord's servants, sent now and then to intervene and minister in our earthly matters. Messengers of the higher power, not existing as we do, but as incorporeal beings just beyond understanding. They're beings of light and the very essence of all that's good, and very seldom seen, maybe for that reason. If only I could say otherwise. I could swear there's one with me, but I can so seldom reach it. Okay, are you giving me any actual information, or are we just wasting a lot of time here?
I'll be off.
Don't let me.
I was hoping that was gonna give me some more information, and it is not. Miss Darcy, do you have anything useful right now?
Ward.
We've spoken to Mr. Scarrett. I've nothing to discuss with opinionated old men like him. Wouldn't even make sure of him in a story. Okay. Yeah, we can bring up her miscarriage, but I think we maybe
That was
don't
all.
need to pry about
Good
that
day,
anymore.
Mr.
Considering we already called her out on it. Just, let's not. So what else can we look at here? We have not been in Miss Hasham's room yet. He loves it. What was that, Northeast Upper Ward? Ward. Corridor. Sorry. Well, you know what? Here it could, you know, what difference does it make? Southeast, Northern Pass. Water closet, water closet. No one's inside. Sweep the library again with detective vision to see if there's cigar ashes. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, we can do that. Let's creep around in here first. Her room seems a lot smaller than the others. We can take her schedule. Can look at her shoes. She wears medium shoes. Nothing in here. Vanity box. This one's got the Eye of Ra on there. Medium! Spare dresses. The style's unfamiliar to me, but that's no surprise. Oh my god, they auto-close? Okay, thank you. Let's look at these letters. Several scrapped letters that, judging by the handwriting, are written by Miss Hisham, but whatever she's writing seems to be in Arabic, and I can't read it. would make sense. Journal. That dream. Oh, she wrote this in English. It's okay. It keeps pulling my attention away from the vase. Sometimes hours of searching have gone before I realize I've been looking for something else. That symbol. Mrs. Shama's seen it too. Did she also dream it? Convenient. Maps. She's been mapping the grounds and marking rooms off, for reasons which I cannot tell. Sketching materials. Stationery. That looks slightly different than the other stationery, but I'm not going to look at it. Here's a prayer mat. And here's the Quran. Alright. There's nothing in here? Really? Alright. Book. Book appears to have been read many times. Oh. Fantastic. Well, this was not quite as helpful as I wanted it to be. Yesterday's newspaper. Yeah, she's looking for the vase, that's about it. And I can guess which one. Oh, I don't know. Well. Yeah, let's go Detective Vision in the library, I guess. I almost missed the door, it's fine. That's the one I wanted. Like, wait a minute, wrong door. Lobby. Library. Ah. That looks like a cigar burn. Looks to be a reasonably fresh burn. Well done, Brood. Would not have thought to look at that chair. Alright, so we can ask somebody about that. I guess we can ask, Scarrett. this way, right? Go find out. The bar is this way. Let's go.
We meet again.
Cigar burn on chair. Probably gonna deny it and you'll have to ask Mrs. Joyce. Probably. We'll see. Do you happen to know where the cigar burns on the library chair came from? And why would I know that? Somebody said something? No? Then away with you, sir. Okay.
Good day, Mr. Good day.
You bastard. Alright, who else, do we want to ask about that then? I mean, if the game was actually in the library, then he would have been able to...
Mr.
Anyone
Ward.
would have seen him doing it, right? You know, okay, cigar burn. Normally when I tell somebody to pull back on their drinking or their smoking lest they cut their life short, I don't mean it so literally. Thankfully, Miss Quinn saw Mr. Scarrett fall asleep and caught the cigar before it caused more damage than it did. I thought I was being summoned to check the old coot's health, but they wanted me to replace him at the bridge table instead.
I have to be on my way.
Be well.
Everyone else is accounted for. Must have been Mr. O'Mara who'd been arguing. I should find him. I have questions for him. Okay.
You again.
That's right, it's me again. Alright. Mr. O'Mara, did you fight with Miss Dean on Tuesday in the hedge maze? How did you not leave any footprints? What, honey? What? Possibly with a candlestick. This is important. Right, okay, yes, we fought. That way you didn't go after her later that evening. Yes, I thought she'd drank herself stupid, that she'd wake up in a hedge the next day and regret everything. What did you fight over? Well, lots of things. She was drunk when I met her. She'd been drinking all day. She came to me and said something or somebody was after her. No. Not psychically, maybe spiritually, astrally. As I say, she was drunk and unclear. She couldn't see their face. She said, but that they had a Christian aura or something. She was specific on that point. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's why I was rereading that, because I was trying to figure out if he was actually meaning to say physically, or if he was just trying to find the word for this, so... Christian auras! So I think this is actually okay. I chalked it up to overindulgence, told her to go sober up in her room. She did not like that. Oh, did you also tell her to calm down? Because people love that. Why did she come to you? We were engaged, or rather, I wanted us to be. I asked her to marry me. We'd been courting. I wanted to make it official. She didn't want to be caged down. Didn't need a man to protect her. All of that. So naturally, when she came to me for help, I threw it in her face and left. Should have told her she was being naive. Yeah, that's right. On seeing her later, I called out and she ignored me. Still furious, I assumed, so I left her be. Of course, I didn't expect to not see her the following day. I took some food up to her room, but well, I forgot where she was staying. Then I forgot that I forgot, until I saw you at her door. It all came back and I panicked. I thought maybe I was responsible for her disappearance. Then I thought maybe you would think that, but... I love her, Mr. Ward. You should know that. I just want her to be safe. Okay. I'll see to it that she is. Thank you. This has been helpful. Okay.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
All right. Let's wrap this up then. Pat his head. He's a good lad. He tries to take a swing at you, sweep the leg. Alright, let's think. Alright, Miss Dean. Fought with Mr. O'Mara when he rejected her plea for help. Consider. I know what happened here. Blank, yeah.
So, Miss Dean was asking for help as she felt somebody with a Christian aura was after her? Mr. O'Mara refused her plea because she previously turned down a marriage proposal from him. He felt he had offered to protect her then, and she turned away from him. This was his form of poetic revenge.
Why did that require a I know. Hey, I know what happened. All the things that he just told me.
He says she stormed off then, and they only saw her once more, wandering the halls in her magical trance. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They are a Christian.
Yes. Miss Dean seemed convinced whoever was threatening her was a Christian.
Yeah, that tracks.
Well, given the location, I'm sure most people are Catholic or Protestant, but there are likely some I can rule out based on this.
Yeah, there are.
What to do next? The ball is this evening at 9 p.m. and might provide a more relaxed place to talk with the guests.
Oh god, I thought the ball was at 8. Oh my god.
Until then, I should explore the grounds and perhaps see what else I can learn about the suspects. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Alright. Well, we know we can rule out, Miss Hisham because we were just in her room. There, the very first one. Yes, also, Dupre. I imagine Miss Mantovani is probably not. Miss Joyce is ultra-Catholic. We don't know about Quinn yet. Hi. What are you doing? You're sliding a little bit. What? She's just... What are you doing, honey? Okay, well, we know O'Finn isn't, Yeah, exactly. Barbosa's Catholic, right? His attempt at drawing are poor. Okay, wait. The culprit wears medium shoes. Fia wears small shoes, so we can get rid of that. I don't know about your shoes. Oh, Miss Darcy can't use magic, so that eliminates her. Alright. So that gets rid of a few people. They pet her head and her foot just goes. Hi, honey. Okay. Well, let's narrow down a little bit. So we still need to find something. You know what? Let's go back to, Miss Darcy's room real quick. See if we can find something else that was important to, her husband. Wrong way. And it is just about to be 7 o'clock here, so... Let me actually double check and make sure that, Oh, it's dinner time at 7. Okay, Petra. She is sliding out of my lap here. There. Where is... Okay, she's just not anywhere. Maybe we quick save and go up to her room real quick. Which room was hers? I don't remember. Aha, southeast corridor upper. To be fair, she should totally be cool with us just, you know, being in her room, because... Like, we're trying to help her, right? Quick saving. Interesting that we can look at that glass. That's where we found the schedule. There's the cross, writing, vanity box, bunch of jewelry, dressing table. I don't see anything in here that we haven't hit. Yeah, that's where we found the poison. Poisocaine, that's right. Damn. Really figured it would be in either her room or Dean's room, but I guess not. Well, we should probably just move on to the next hour anyway, so... Maybe it's the treasure? Oh, we should go do that. This is the wrong way. It's getting spooky. Oh, it is just heckin' dark. That's great. Oh, we love that. There's something I wanted to ask you. Who's that? Who's out there? Okay. It's just Miss Hisham. That's fine.
Mr. Ward.
I could ask him about the treasure map. If you got a safe, what combination would you use? That's right. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction. North for 3. It's not even in the hedge maze, it just says garden, yeah? Garden in autumn, what does that mean?
Right, yeah.
Figure out our bearings here first. Okay, good. They made it easy. This is north. Northeast. South is back toward the house. Yeah, I'm trying to check the gazebos. It's really hard to do this at night, though. Unless it's just actually start at the garden. Maybe we're thinking about this too hard. Will we start at the steps here? Or would we go to the first gazebo? Baby. She's kicking me because she's falling through. Hi, honey. Here, can I shift you just a little bit? Come here. Come here. Oh, that is not comfortable either. Baby. Now she's just grabbing onto my leg. I'm not trying to get you out. I'm trying to get you in a better position. Come here. Goddess statues might be it. That would make sense. There. That's better. Okay. I just had to drag her butt over to the side. That one's got grapes. Yeah, we need to look at these. It's gonna be 7 o'clock though. It's gonna be dinner time. Young lady carrying a bushel of flowers, maybe grass personifying spring. Yep. It's fine. This one should be summer. Yep. Oh, what? Sheaf of wheat embodying summer. Okay. Harvest of grapes. Of the set, she seems to represent autumn. Okay, whatever. There. That seems backwards to me, but sure. Okay, so we need to go. East to the junction, north for 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Turn west for 2, south for 1. 1, 2, and then 1. I just walked right here! What did... Okay, it's in the cornerstone. I need to read that again. It's kept behind the cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs.
This is where the note from Miss Dean's room leads me. If I look in here, then... Ah! Found it. A strange book. It feels as though it's staring right through me.
Oh, good. Sigil fills me with dread, but then it's overpowered by a sense of ambition. Are these emotions my own, or do they belong to someone else? Despite the modern-looking cover, the pages are old and rough. While they are dry, they smell of peat and moss. Not sure what this was written about, but I have a fear written with, but I have a fear it was not ink. Okay. The sigil fills me with a deep sense of sadness and the fear of being trapped. Are these emotions my own, or do they belong to someone else? Okay. This is also Dune. Can make out some Irish letters, but others are unfamiliar to me. Okay. Somebody has translated the sigils. Miss Dean, perhaps? The first one means to open, and the second means to close. Okay. Why on earth did she have this? I don't know. The symbols certainly seem like the ones I've been using, but what is their purpose? Well, that's done now. Let's quick save, and I'm gonna talk to you for a little bit, and then we gotta go to dinner.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me?
Yo, what's up with those maps? Have you explored much of the manor? Some, but I'm keen to see it all. Not all of it is open to the public. Wonder how upset they would be to find me outside of those bounds. What harm could come from curiosity? Really sure what else I'd want to ask you about, so I'm gonna leave you alone for now.
Guide you.
Thank you.
Hey, sweetie. What are you doing?
Well... Unfortunately, that does not seem to be either of the things that we were looking for here. Oh hey, you weren't here a minute ago. Forgot the time changed.
Hello again, my...
Oh, we can ask about the stuff in his room. What's up with that urn of ashes, even though you already told us you're here for that? Someone mentioned to me you had an urn with you. I do, Mr. Ward. It contains a being a true menace. Really? I speak naturally of my dearest friend. She'd want her ashes scattered in her home country, you see. I must admit, however, that I'm taking my time. I still have hope that I might see her one last time before laying her to rest. Are you close with Miss Dean? Miss Dean? No, I dare say she looked right through me. She looks uncannily like my dearly departed friend, you see. Each time I see her, it's like, well, the grief feels fresh. Uh-huh. And I already asked you about the, lady in the fire pit. I'm gonna go.
Not at all, Mr.
Bathhouse is closed for the winter months. Yeah, there's gotta be a way inside. Hang on. I really need to go to dinner. It always takes a second to load here and it scares me. There's the side gate. It seems like that would go into the bathhouse. Sure, Clearly there's something secrety back behind here. Alright, alright. I'll have to think on that a little bit more. Let's go to dinner. Hey. Save before we do this here.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
No.
No worries, sir. What can I help you with then?
Okay, we can't actually talk to him about stuff here. Once again, I'm not going to ask him about the treasure map.
I'll leave you.
Yeah. Hello again, sir.
So yeah, saying no actually took time, which
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
I'm not jazzed about, but considering it's only 1 minute,
I understand the concern, Signorina. I do. Oh, but Mr. Ward, would you like to join us?
This is not the group I was expecting to see here, but also I need to talk to you.
We were just talking about, well, whether this seance is such a good idea. You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
I will join you.
I'd be delighted to. Is there doubt about the seance?
See, Signorina Callaghan has concerns about it taking place.
If you ask me, Mr. Ward, there's nothing good to come of this. Best to leave these lands be. They're unsettled enough already.
I could say, amica mia, that it's only one spirit. One among many, apprehended for less than an hour. Were it to cause much trouble, I would not do it. This is, of course, a lie. How can I say it is safe when it has not been done before? Of course I would risk this.
You okay?
And the Marquess, he sees value in that risk too.
I'm not sure the Marquis knows what's good for him.
I would like to ask both, but
What is it that has you so concerned, Miss Callahan?
See, this was once sacred ground. There are portals, ways to the other world, underground, all over the country. But this place housed a significant one. I worry that when our medium here calls forth something from the other side, she'll call the wrong thing.
You offend me. I'm a better medium than that.
You'll call out in a place you don't know, where things you don't know walk. They are tricksters. They can call back in any way that pleases you. And right now, you seem most eager to succeed at any cost.
yeah, that's fair.
Excuse my interrupting. A portal. Underground.
As such, aye.
Do you know a way to it?
Okay, we're not getting that that line. Oh, that's long lost since the invasions.
Not that I'd tell a man of God, even if it wasn't. Hasn't
didn't
your
actually
kind
say that, and
plundered
I
our
just-
myths enough?
And I just missed it, right? Okay. Making sure. Okay. What has you so interested? Jesus. Stop hitting me with your ears. Um. I cannot discuss this with anybody yet. Okay. We're missing a lot of evidence here, but we have the ability to think. Miss Dean attended because... an invite promised information about her ancient power. That can't be it. Okay. About her ancestors. Dun dun dun.
Someone invited Miss Dean to the manor. Someone who knew about her Milesian lineage. They also seem to believe that she is a wellspring of magical potential. I've known people who are happy to exploit the skills of others. Did Miss Dean's mysterious correspondent really help her from the goodness of their heart? Or rather, what were they getting out of it for themselves? Can I learn anything about the culprit from this?
I'm between 1 and 4. I'm leaning more toward 4. You were leaning more toward 1. Yeah, knowing about her lineage seems like it would... Yeah, we can go with 1.
That seems unlikely. Their entire message is built on intrigue and trust. If she met them, and it was somebody she knew, it could be enough to chase her away.
Alright, was not 1.
I don't know. The invite is bespoke and looks nothing like the Blake letter-headed paper. That may be on purpose, but it also may suggest the inviter was just another guest, using the event to cover their true intentions.
Also not 4. I guess that they don't know her.
This is likely true.
Okay.
They admit they are a stranger, and that is certainly true. Their entire message is built on intrigue and trust. If she met them, and it was somebody she knew, it could, given that, I am looking for somebody with no prior history with Miss Dean.
Alright.
I have picked up another fact. I wonder if there's any, and if not...
Okay, here we go then. No mention, no mention. Alright. Quinn is, Quinn's out. Manor's out. No history, okay. If it was him all along, I'm gonna be like, bro, I trusted you. That was his plan all along. Okay, she has no history with Dean, so that's, still in the pool there. He didn't know her, but, pretty sure he's not Christian. He's never met Dean before, so he's still in the pool. Scarrett knows Dean. And Rory knew her. Seamus didn't know. Coventry didn't know her before. Varley didn't know her before, and that's an actual child. Okay, so that gets rid of a lot of people here. Well, not a lot, but some. Why was Hunter out? Oh, he has no okay. I knew I was gonna do that. Very good. Let me make sure I didn't do that with anybody else. Okay. Yeah, she knew Dean. He didn't. So he's still in. Scarrett knew her. Rory knew her. Fia knew her. Okay. So that narrows it down a little bit.
Hi, honey. Oh, she's just purring. That's a happy kitty.
We also need to figure out what's going on with the dream. Find a way to revisit the dream. I need to go talk to Rory. Okay, everybody's still in the dining room. You guys are out here. I need to confront Fia about doing stuff to the well.
Sorry, sir. Would you mind waiting until we had the place cleared before returning?
Oh, am I not allowed to talk to anybody in there now? That's stupid. Oh, can he not use magic? It was marked off the list of magical people. If we can believe that.
Hi, honey.
I had to readjust.
It's okay. You're okay. Oh, that's a big yawn. Are you sleepy, honey? Yeah.
Which may very well indicate that he can't use magic, but I don't know. She may have already knew that he was snooping into her, and so she was like, okay, don't mess with him. Let me check the timetable here. Where's Rory? Rory's in the ballroom already. Are we allowed in there? You're not allowed in there. I knew I should have asked him about that earlier. Okay. We can ask other people about the shared dreams. But everybody else is in the... Oh, I was looking at the ballroom here. Bar. It's 7 p.m. We are looking at the, God. Okay, let's go to the bar. Why are you also in the changing room, Miss McLeod? Because, Mr. O'Mara's in there, too. Where is that? Scandalous, for sure. Fishing for a husband, yeah. Actually, hang on. Let me see. Can I? Yeah, undiscovered map location. I was going to check the map that's just up here. Oh, that's just for this floor, though. Huh. So... yeah, what do we do about that? Ow! Hey. Hang on, the cat is, trying to decide if she wants to stay here or not. Okay, she's opted for not. Okay, let's get back to where I need to be and move my legs into a way that doesn't hurt. Ow. Okay. I think she's gonna go get in your chair now. Alright, well, let's head back down to the bar then. Unless we do a little bit of snooping and can try to find, drawing room, ballroom. Where would that be? That's just West Tower. I don't want to go in there. Just the library. There's also a, like, women's washroom. We know that because the priest was hanging out in there. Yeah, this guy. Women? Ah, God. Small washroom. I prefer the people's washroom. Very good. We've been up here. That's just a closet. There are plenty of fine, bushes and trees outside. I don't know, I'm just getting lost now. It just can't be a huge priority in the floor plan, that's right. I haven't been back in my bedroom in ages. My head just... wondering if anybody's put anything in here. Nope. Alright. Men's bathroom. We need a washroom for the men staying in the manor. Cleaning items, okay. Nothing in the trash. Okay, this looks fine. Nobody's inside. Okay. I think we hopped in here once, but I didn't have any time, so I missed a bunch of stuff. Alright, there's some loose floorboards over there. Nothing in here. It's a little bit bare. Check the book. Book of Ghost Tales. I don't see an author listed. It's a ghost book. Look under the bed real quick. A child's block sits under the bed. Signs of child's play. Oh. Chucky's here. Wonder if they're from the young master or a previous guest. And there's a book. Book of spooky stories for children. The pages on vampires are folded in. Okay. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Alright. We can check the fireplace. Eh, it's dirty. Somebody seems to have gotten called away in the middle of cleaning this fireplace. They left nothing of note in their haste. The bed warmer hasn't been used in some time. Okay. Switch of lanolin on. So much mustard. Blech. Boards here squeak, but nothing noticeable. Okay. I'm not sure that this is Miss Dean's room. It's not. Nobody said it was. What? Look at the actual bed. Nothing remarkable about this. Great. Already opened that. Some floorboards under here have been replaced, but it does not look like fresh work. Alright. God, that scared me. Room's haunted! That's that ghost of Mary that, Dr. Callahan took. Relaxing, secluded area for a game of chess. What, train toy. Small red train has been left here. Alright, the kid is haunted. I think I've only been down here like once. But also, why would you put the women right next to the men's washroom? Children are always haunted, yeah. Yeah, there is that. 20 to 22. I don't think we've spent much time down here either. Okay, we have been in the ladies' room. Which is very funny that I'm allowed to be in here. And then the bath of water is just drawn. Despite having nobody actually in here using it. So that's just cold. Mr. O'Finn's bedroom. Declan Ward goes where he pleases, that's right. Mr. Coventry's room. Unoccupied bedroom. Have we been in 21? We're gonna find out. Oh yeah, this is the one that what is going on over there? Yeah, we've been in here. Okay. Taxidermied fox and pheasant. It still smells of death. Fantastic. Yeah, let's look at the fireplace. I obviously didn't do that when I was in here. The grate is rusted. Ashes stuck together. Perhaps there's a leak here? Oh, good. The mirror just broke. What on earth? What happened here? Was this cracked when I first came in here? It was not. Okay, this room's hella haunted. floorboards. Loose board, but nothing under it. There's something under the bed, though. All right. We looked at that and he didn't take anything. Yeah, because it's an old box of matches. Now, if there had just been feet that we could see on the other side of the bed, that would be so great. I would just lose it. I'm not sure this is Miss Dean's room. Let's look at the bed. The sheets here are rougher than my own. Okay. Oh, that was that thing closing. Okay. Get me out of this haunted room. Oh, good lord. Came in from this way, right? Yes. And that leads down to West Tower. Okay. Where are these, locker rooms? I gotta know. Mr. Scarrett's room. Can't get in there yet. Miss Barbosa's. 13 to 16, we spent a ton of time up there. Alright, well. We need to talk to Fia. And yeah, we spent plenty of time in here too. Dude. We have so much time to do stuff now, and I can't find the people that I want. So I guess we'll go down to the bar and see what we can get. Bar is this way. Yes. Alright. Oh, is Varley bartending now? Yeah, he is. Cool. So you two are still here.
We meet again.
Not really anything I want to ask you about, honestly. Never mind.
Good day. Good.
I don't think Erickson has anything for me either. You, sir.
Mr. Ward.
I want to ask you about shared dreams. Also that record you have. I believe that people at the manor are experiencing the same dream, shared to some extent. I think something similar. I had intended to try some ludic dreaming. I think that's supposed to be lucid, but you know. Going to read it as written. I get a better handle on the dream itself, but I keep getting sidetracked. It is indeed supposed to be lucid dreaming. I must get around to asking the staff for a gramophone. I found a record in the drawing room and I intend to use its music as a sleep aid. Fingers crossed something comes of it. Yeah, this record I'm about to ask you about. Do you know much about using music to aid with dreams? A bit. I'm actually trying something along those lines myself. My dreams here, they're different than normal. So I'm going to try and enter them more consciously. It's a technique called lucid dreaming. Okay, so that just wasted a minute there, but that's okay. What can you tell me about lucid dreaming, Doctor? Funny you should say. I have a plan to try it here. Yes, you've mentioned that several times now. I thought maybe it would help me understand these strange dreams. I have a record in my room that I borrowed from the drawing room towards that end, but I keep forgetting to ask the staff to bring a gramophone up to my room. They had a second suitable record there, I noticed, should you wish to try it yourself. Oh, and you should use an anchor, something to focus on to ensure your dream is what you want it to be. A picture of a person, if you want to summon your mental image of them into the dream, or a scent, or, well, there could be any number of things you could use. Even a book on a topic could work. Maybe Miss Dean's journal would work. That's what started me in all this course, after all. Yes, tell me about ludic dreaming. What? Okay. What else do we want to ask? I guess we don't need to ask about strange dreams anymore, because you know about that.
I have to be on. Be well.
Okay. Alright, we need to find hypnotic music. Found a record, I should find a place to play it. Alright, we can do that. Use Miss Dean's journal to help me lucid dream. Okay, we've got that. Alright, now I just need to go to sleep so I can do that. Cool. Let's go on about the haunting now. What else should we do? We need to research the old gods. Once again, I would need to talk to Fia about that. Or perhaps you. How about you?
And you're back.
I already asked you about those. Okay, never mind. Let's ask about your code of conduct. Nothing fancy. I try to treat all people, creatures, plants, and places as equal. I leave no trace, I burn safely, and I leave my share for the other folks. Okay. Let's ask about the Fae. Surely you know this yourself. Right, well, in basic terms, there's spirits of the land, or they are the land. People say they can't be trusted or they're tricksy, but that's applying human thinking to them, and you don't want to do that. Okay.
I should only do something if.
This has been incredibly unhelpful, thank you. I could ask Rory a little bit, but I feel like all of his responses are just gonna be like, you should ask Fia about that. So I guess we'll just go back into the, library. I like that I can't ask anybody about any books. Some sections are carefully marked out. Various books detailing historical land ownership in this region. She had the book all along, what the hell? Oh god. Book of Irish Gods, Irish Mythology. Book of Gnosticism. I mean, I guess I'll read it. An early branch of Christianity that believes that the material realm we currently reside in is a hell, what they call the Black Iron Prison, and that the being commonly seen as God is in fact a powerful but lesser demiurge, a version of the traditional devil figure. This demiurge is the secret child of some Aeons, the faith's creator angels, that was hidden in this realm by its parents for fear of retaliation from the true creator. Bored, lonely, and jealous, it created humanity to worship it as a god, but it itself was flawed, and thus so are we, its creations. They believe that the only actual way to ascend into heaven and meet the true creator, Monad, is to realize the falsities of this reality and find a way to break free of this plane of material lies. Oh, okay, so this is just the Matrix. The faith seems to exist as an answer to the question, why does God allow bad things to happen? With their response being, true God does not know of this place. Yeah, alright. Look up the fate of the gods. There, that's what I needed. Lesions that lasted many days, saw many sides, using underhanded tactics. Eventually, after too much loss, a truce was reached, and it was agreed the land would be split evenly between both parties. To show their goodwill, the gods let the Milesians choose their half first, but the Milesians tricked the gods, for when it was their time to pick, they picked the top half. The gods, true to their word, accepted the deal. Oh god. And moved underground to Tirna Nog, part of the other world, to live with the Fae. Sure, let's look that up. Can't find anything. Looks like any books on it have been taken away. I should ask around for more information. Interesting. And then we'll look up this, Malaysian thing, too. A word for the ancient Irish, I suppose, from which many of us are descended. Led here thousands of years ago by 3 chieftain brothers who were said to be powerful sorcerers. They clashed with the old gods who reached a truce after much fighting. Yep, top half, got it. Alright. Okay, so we got a little bit of info there. Alright. That got us a little bit somewhere. We're missing 5 bits of evidence here. Alright. Let's go see if, Mr. O'Finn's got anything for us. I just want one of them to grab me, because I'm just running through here now. I don't actually want that to happen. I kinda do. But I will scream.
And you're back.
I am back. I have new knowledge. Nothing that you shouldn't... Oh, okay. Lands of the Young. There's many, I'm gonna say... Tirta. The lands under the wave. Plain of Delight. Isle of Apple Trees. Ooh. What they got there? Apes, but they're not so big. They say on a clear day you can see it past the plain of honey on the horizon where the sun settles. Hang on, plain of honey? That sounds awfully sticky. Mind you, I've never seen a clear day on this blasted rock we call home. You can get there underground too. There's plenty of old passageways in the dark corners of places of power. None of them is safe, guarded by fey things, or worse, not guarded and you can get in. I know a woman who... help. Minecraft B-Zone, that's right. I know a woman once who got near, saw her own death, and only because she had kids was let leave. I have no kids, none I know of, so I won't be risking it, thanks. Okay. Is there a portal here? I mean, yes. We need to talk to Fia about it.
No, I should
Only do something.
We got 5 more minutes until we can maybe, possibly, hopefully talk to Fia. Mr. Varley! What's good?
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Sure, you know what? Let's ask about the written complaint about Mrs. Joyce here. She occasionally inspires some ire, but she's a good woman and works hard. While I would prefer she kept to herself more, at present I have no cause to dismiss her. Okay. You don't know anything about Seamus, Actually, let's ask him about Seamus here. How do you find working with Mr. Doyle? So long as he does his job, I cannot complain. Do please let me know if he proves to be insufficient in his tasks. Uh-huh. Ask about Miss Joyce. She's a very attentive housekeeper and perfectly agreeable to talk to. Okay. We haven't, seen or really learned anything about Walter Blake here. Am I to believe there's a young Master Blake? It's not my place to discuss the Blake family, Mr. Ward, but Marquess Blake does have a son, yes. Okay, so we have to ask him about that. Let's ask you about Mr. Blake, then. How long have you worked for Marquess Blake? Manor opened as a hotel in 1870. I came here as a young man and worked as a kitchen hand, then a porter. Eventually, I became the manager. My grandfather had worked here as staff for the Blake family decades earlier and pushed me this way. It was and still is one of the only secure jobs in the area. Fair.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
Alright, it is now 8 p.m. Hey. What's up, Mr. Doyle?
Hello again.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Alright. So where's everybody now? This opens up a few, I just want to listen to them talk. Mr. Coventry! You said that, that thing was your wife's- oh wait, we already tried to call him out on that. We still need to find something to use for the exorcism. We haven't gotten to talk to Montavani all that much.
Senor,
Let's
what?
see. Maybe she might have another option for us? No, she doesn't know anything about, okay.
That's all.
Of course.
Alright. Where's everybody? Library. Hang on. Where are you doing in the men's room, huh? Men's locker room. It's not gonna let us ask him about that because we apparently don't have, you know... We can enter the supply closet? Since when? Okay. Listing of all guest activities planned for this event. p.m. bridge game. It's the masked ball. Yes. Silent dinner, grand seance, okay. Talks held daily in the drawing room, yep. Okay, that was not worth anything. Got a bunch of towels. There's a mop bucket. There's toys. Some toys, presumably Walter's. Lettered blocks, a pull-string dog, and an encyclopedia of undead creatures with vampires bookmarked. Okay. Boy's really into vampires. There's a key. Small brass key used by the staff. It should open any of the bedrooms leading off the atrium. Thank you! Stone cross. Those reddish stains are rust? At least I pray they are. Otherwise I'd need to ask why it's lying amidst the housekeeper's effects. Uh-huh. Oh, we've got a hypothesis about Miss Joyce now. Panel. What do these symbols mean? Is it a combination? We'll get to that in a minute. A note that reads, "Where did I leave that damned Bible?" Then a follow-up note, "Of course, I left it handy for Mass on Sunday." Uh-huh. Wheelchair. Who does this belong to? The wheels are worn, but the seat itself looks new. Perhaps it's been refurbished. Enough cleaning supplies for a few months. That looks like cans of tomatoes, but okay. Let's come over here real quick. Who are you hitting with that stone cross? Alright. Yeah, let's ask her about that. Rust, sure. To be a delivery on Sunday at noon. Yeah. Alright, let's think. Halen Joyce's goal is to suffer. To blank the blank before she blanks her blank. She is Catholic. That last one is Seance. Sabotage. Okay, we need some more things here. We do not have everything available, I don't think. Stagnant water is giving the room a foul odor. There's no water in there. Okay, we need to figure out what that is, and I'm pretty sure we've got... Oh, well, there's that. Okay, we can't look at the Bible anymore. Might have been stone Miss Montavani before she can conduct the seance. Yeah, we can try that. Stoner with stones, yeah. Yeah, sure, let's try that. Miss Montavani to death before she's able. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Nice.
Mrs. Joyce intends to stone Miss Montavani to death. I should find and confront her about this.
Yup. But what do we do? What do we do about this, Most of these are just, hey, please don't murder person X. Yeah. We don't know the combination for this yet. Just across from the bar this whole time, and I just assumed I could never go in there. Okay. Where's Miss Joyce then? She's in the ballroom. Am I allowed in the ballroom yet? Probably not. Ugh, nose is itchy, sorry. Yeah, we're probably not allowed in there, so I'm gonna have to ask her about that later. Okay, I won't go to the seance, so I can't, can't do that, and then the thing will go down. What room was I looking for? I walked into a new room and I have no idea. I did just get a key though, hang on. We can open all these. No one's inside, let's go. No one's gonna see me doing this, by the way. Don't worry about it. Okay. We got the gramophone. He has one like me. Okay. He's got cigarettes. He's got books. Seem to be from the hotel library. There's one on local history, another on local religion. Okay. Novel. In French, so I have no idea what it's about. Check his overcoat. Spare overcoat, a necessity in this sort of weather. Okay. I've looked at those clothes, but not these clothes. That was useless. Novel from the Manor library. Doesn't seem especially well read. Okay. Not looking at those. Are you wearing my coat? No. 2 pairs of perfectly polished medium-sized black shoes. Medium, huh? Half a pot of tea and an untouched cup of tea. painting. Wonder if it's somewhere nearby. Okay. Correspondence. Notes. Experiment 04B is still unsuccessful. I have managed to induce lucid dream states, but they have not been in the same dreams I have at night during real sleep. None of the corridors, sigils, or standing stones for my nightly dreams. Why is this? My technique is as the research directs. Comfortable and safe space, suitable music. Could it be because I find myself here in an unfamiliar place? Could that be distorting my attempt? Perhaps I could try this technique and use Miss Dean's journal as my anchor. Hey! Hey, that's mine. That was my idea! A letter from and solicitor. Advising Mr. Toussaint that there is no formal way to defect from the church and declare himself an atheist. Nor is there any means to sue for wrongdoing suffered in their care, as no record was kept nor witnesses found in relation to his exorcism. Okay. Cologne. It's French, so I don't recognize the brand. Oh, there's handprints on the mirror. What's he been up to? Comb with a scent of hair pomade on it. Okay. I cannot look on or under the bed. Okay. Is stuff closing again, or am I getting haunted again? I could play the record, but I don't want to do that. Okay, let's go. Nobody's in Montavani's room. Let's go. Of course, she is down at the bar. We did just talk to her. I bet we're gonna get super haunted in here. Posters. She really has traveled the world for this stuff. I would think this is a strange thing to bring, but maybe it suggests she travels often and without much notice. She might be bringing things from one event to another by mistake, or as mementos of her work? Perhaps. Here's a note. Note from Mr. Dupree confirming a meeting in the drawing room. It does not say a time. Schedule. Cool. I'm gonna go back to closing those on my own because, if they shut on their own, it's spooky like that. Cracks in the fireplace here. There's a shawl. No doubt for the cold weather. Wait, why does this look familiar? Is this the shawl I saw being washed when I arrived here? Oh, snap! Oh no! Well, we know who's gonna die now. La Stampa. Recent Italian newspaper. Okay.
My God.
Postal order. Postal orders to a La Casina Montavani. Miss Montavani is planning to sending money home to Italy. Guys, please, I beg of you. It's getting worse. Her contract for the event, signed between her and Vincent Varley. would wager this is an unusually high fee for such an event. Certainly I'm being overpaid to be here and she's receiving that many times over. Yeah, well... What's his face misses his wife. There's the flyer. There's a comb. Hey, here's her tarot deck. Fresh looking. It must be a spare. Okay. Just a comb. Alright. Something in the trash can. Photograph. Group of people posing in front of a farmhouse. Few of them look a bit like Miss Montavani. This must be her family and their home. A photograph of a young Miss Montavani with a mother, grandmother maybe? Okay. Family seems very important to her. Bin. Oh, she's coughing up blood. Number of blood-stained handkerchiefs. Another symptom of her illness, no doubt. Yeah? Book. Copy of Malombra by the Italian writer Antonio Fogazzaro? Sure. Pill bottles. Pills here. Cholera or oh my god, I can't words. Tuberculosis, taking all bats. Yeah. Must be to manage her symptoms. Wonder if she's been seeing a doctor while here. Maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. Well, there's another minute gone. Lockbox. Very spooky. Okay, there. What? No. 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 There we go. No. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. Carefully. There we go. That's a bit finicky. No, it's gone. Okay. So we don't know what symbol that's supposed to be. Interesting. Medium-sized boots of fine Italian quality. A letter. A letter in Italian. The ink has small circular stains that I recognize as teardrops. Okay. Nothing in there. Okay. Alright, so we need to figure that out. Is there somebody in my room? Alright, let's get spooky.
I don't see anyone. I would have sworn I heard laughter.
Aha! Punch the ghost, yeah. This is Erickson's room. We've already been in there. We could do a second sweep, though. Just to make sure I didn't miss any floorboards or anything. We got that open. Frauds in their methodology. Why would you? Yeah, the syringe. That book. Center deck of tarot cards. I can't see anything special about them. We missed that the first time, I think. We didn't see anything when we looked at the crystal ball. There's the attendees list again. If Toussaint has been exorcised, then yeah, I guess he can't do magic anymore, huh? Scarrett's room. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. That's the first time we've actually seen that. Let's see what happens if we try to go in. She's gonna be like, what the hell? Get out.
Mr. Ward, how dare!
Mr. Scarrett, please. I was merely...
Thought you'd rob me, eh? Yes, I know your type. You'll regret crossing me, you thief. Mr. Varley! Mr. Varley!
That's why we quick saved. You failed. As a result of your actions, 2 of the people in the manor survived. There were 25 hours until the seance. Woo! I'm just saying, we got 2. We did great. Alright. Nobody's in Barbossa's room. Let's go in there. But yeah, I was very curious if you could just, you know, knock on the door and be like, hey, can I come in and talk to you? But no, you just straight up enter. Alright. Clothes. Nightstand. Book. Book of poetry. Well, that's boring. Land Wrecker's book. Give me that. Yoink. That's huge. Look at the bookshelf. Okay, there's just a bunch of books here. That's great. Schedule. We already asked her about it, but, you know. Brood! Brood! This is Barbossa's room. Stationery. Personal items. Nothing here barring personal effects. Let's go! It's beautiful and looks like it won't open without some effort. Looks like to open it, I'll need to navigate the emerald into the rightmost extrusion. Crazy. So yeah, I have been playing a game that is basically just this lately. I both love and hate these. Okay, that was really easy. Photograph. A photograph of a younger Inez Barbosa with a woman who bears striking resemblance to her. Her brother, perhaps? Burial record. Burial record from late last year is most likely in Portuguese, but from what I can make out, it seems to be for Miss Barbosa's mother. And a journal. The only thing of note here is the following. Why do my dreams have me stuck in this place? It's endless halls and confusing doors. I want to get out, but I cannot. The night that the dream does not wake me, I end up at the seance. I think my father is there? Oh, is my father there? Okay. Alright. She got boots. She seems to prefer a medium boot. Everybody got their medium boots. There we go. Travel documents. Detailing a journey starting from Brazil in March of this year. She arrived in Lisbon in June. She then worked her way up to Ireland over 3 months. She was in Ireland for about 6 weeks before this event. Cool. Hang on. There's something else in there. Book. Okay. Alright, cannot look at or around the bed. But I think we got what we needed from in here. Who solved my lockbox puzzle? I don't know. Alright, was that it? Was that all the rooms? Yeah, we did it. Good work, everyone. Let me go grab a drink real quick. My throat is dying after not being able to get up because the cat was on me. Give me 1 second. go a little bit longer today. Not a ton, but just a little bit. So it is about to be 9 o'clock. Time for the ball. What were we about to do? I do need to speak with... Oh, I need to find Miss Quinn. Cool, she's nowhere to be found right now. We also need Fia. We also need, Miss Joyce, who's already in the ballroom. Everybody else is in the bar. I can't get into the kitchen basement. Can go see what those ladies are up to in the library. Spend the last couple minutes there. Go tell Miss Montavani she's about to die. We should probably do that. She might want to know. Let's actually go do that. I feel like with the amount of time that we've been spending doing this stuff, there's not enough time to save all these people. Spirit she'll be talking to is me. I feel like that's cheating somehow.
Signor what?
We can just ask her about the washerwoman. When I arrived here, I saw a woman washing what appeared to be your shawl in the fountain out front. Oh, are you sure? Mine is dry in my room. I think it was an omen. Ah, a specter of death, perhaps? She knows then that my end is near. Oh, do not look at me this way. It is of my own doing. I pushed myself too hard all these years. This is my last seance. My last anything. I've made peace with that. Oh, okay. She's just gonna die here. She's cool with that. Doomed to die. Sure. Let's ask about this contract. She's being paid a lot. What's happening to that money? Is this some kind of laundering scheme? Forgive me if it's impolite to ask, but am I right in thinking an event such as this one must pay quite well for you? Is it impolite? I suppose it may be. So you and I, Senor, we will keep it a secret. It does pay well. Very well. Better than any I have hosted before, in fact. Did not come here for the weather alone. I think Marquess Blake was very anxious for it to happen, you see. Okay. We can ask about her family. You have family back home? Yes, a big one. More uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, and nephews than you could count. All in one another's pockets, knowing business and having opinions. Laboring on the same farmlands day in and out with no hope for a better life. I miss them. When I was young, it was a terrible life for me, but now as I age, I had hoped... Do not mind me, Senor Ward. Okay. Form hypothesis. Let's go. She came here for money for her family. What? Okay. Diagnosis. Yeah, we can go ask the doctor. Have to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. Mark all the scene. Okay, let's think. Carmelo Montavani's goal is to conduct the seance. Despite it killing her, as she wants to provide for her money. Family. Thank you.
Miss Montavani is ill. Clearly her work is taking its toll. Another seance might be too much for her body to handle. I should find and confront her about this.
Sure, let's do it.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
She says, okay, I will not do the seance. What? Wouldn't that just save everyone? Wouldn't my work here be done? Hey, we found her. Yeah. Your goal is to conduct the seance despite it killing you, as you want to provide for your family.
It is not just those of us speaking to ghosts who are uncovering secrets, is it, Signor? I have had time to consider, to decide. This is not where I wanted to spend my last days. But at last this way, my death will have used the last I have spent on this grand seance. It will be something to be remembered. And this contract will serve my family well. It is not perfect, but few things are. Signor Ward, I have a favor I must ask of you. Signor Ward, I believe you to be a good man. I will not survive this seance. Even if I hadn't already known it for myself. I have seen it in my cards. I have resigned myself to this. I have reason for seeing this seance through. My family. I left when I was young. When I realized this gift gave me a way out. And what a life he has given me. I have performed in the old world and the new. Every kind of party I have been to. I even read for Queen Victoria. And through her granddaughter, I performed a seance for the Tsar and his mad monk.
Ha! Interesting.
I could not have asked for more. But I do not have much left. All I earned, I spent. I could always earn more. But the time for that is at its end. I want to give something. Some fraction of the comfort I have had. This event. It pays well. Too much even. But at a time when I needed much. But now I fear I will be gone before I can get this money to them. Please, Signor, I will give you the secret to the lockbox in my room. Per favore, You must go to my room and get my earnings. Take this symbol. It will open my lockbox. A key to my room. I suspect you already have.
How did she know?
When the seance is done, please ensure my family gets the full amount. And let them know I am sorry that I left, but that I love them always.
Of course.
It's kind of big to ask of someone you just met, but I get it.
Grazie. Now, go.
Okay, well, I do think we still have a couple minutes left. We can go up and, yeah, we in fact have... Oh, we're just right here. Well, that was convenient. Hooray! Put this away for safekeeping. Make sure it gets to Miss Montavani's family. Yoink. Can hardly imagine how the other guests are going to react. Would they go through with the seance if they found out what it would do to Miss Montavani? I pray the Lord shows them compassion. They don't know their own complicity. Did that say they don't own their complicity? Not sure if typo or brain. Anyway. At least Miss Montavani has chosen to die on her own terms. It's a luxury too few of us are afforded. Yeah? But she's still going to do it. Why would that make that go down? Wonder if I'd gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. Have I? I mean, she's... I need to find her and confront her about my hypothesis. I've done that. Okay. Alright, we can go talk to her. Mark all those seen. Be like, so. What are your plans for after the seance? I gotta walk all the way back there.
Signor what?
Reflection.
I wish there was more I could do.
Erickson's just over here for this entire conversation.
As do I, Signor. But it is how it is. I have pushed myself for so long. I was young when I left my family for a better life. And I found it. I enjoyed the finest things with the finest company. But for all my fame, I have little to show. And faced with the end, I finally realized what wealth I had at home. Like everyone in my position, I thought I would have more time. I thought I could go back, fix that, which I broke. What a cliche I have become. Maybe this is what the ghosts are trying to tell us, that our time is limited and we would do well to be more precious with it. One way or the other. I am soon to find out.
Okay. So what disease do you have?
That's all.
Because if
Of
Callahan's
course.
not behind me, then I'm not gonna figure that out. Not that it really matters. Alright, he is here.
Mr. Ward.
I can ask him about this, but... assume that you know it's the old Irish afterlife as such, or since you are a Catholic, our version of heaven. I say our as Irish people, but also this is what I believe in. So, do take what I say with that grain of salt, okay? There are many things that separate it from heaven, of course. I think the most significant is its accessibility. Catholics have to die to get to heaven, but we pagans can find a way to the other world by less final means. It's not a truly physical place, of course, and defies physical rules. You can access it via the sea or via passageways on the land. Once mankind learns to fly, and mark my words, we will. He saw the future! We may find gateways up there too. I can't recall which, but some faiths took the idea of heaven is up there very literally. Crossover between birds and angels, etc., etc. I have even experimented with entering it via the dream space, but I digress. To be clear, I'm not talking mythologically here. Yes, there are stories of that young Ocean of the... Okay, do we actually pronounce any of that? Is it Fiona? I'm saying Fiona. Went and came back hundreds of years later, of course. But you and I, could hop on horses and get to a passageway by the day's end, and it would need to be a day's end for they are stronger at night. Or if Fia is right and this is a place of power, then we could remove the need for horses entirely. I've gotten close to the threshold to the other world a few times. It's part of my training. But going there and coming back are not the same thing, so I have only gotten close, and that was enough for me. Okay. So he's not Christian then. Wait. Unless I misinterpreted that, which it's likely that I did. Since you are a Catholic, our version of heaven, I say our as Irish people, but also this is what I believe in. Okay, never mind. Well, but then he says we pagans. So...
I have to be on.
Be well.
Okay, what else can we ask about? Since we can't find Fia.
Mr. Ward.
I think that's kind of wild that I can't ask him about any of the pill bottles or anything that we found in her room. Race that preceded humanity in Ireland. Well, we know where they are now, where they ended up as such. Where they came from originally is unknown. They're somewhat analogous to gods. But that's more dependent on the specific character rather than their race. Maybe a better way to put it is they were all godlike, but what godlike means is subjective. Okay.
I have to be on my.
Be well.
It's 9 o'clock. It's time for the ball. Hooray! It's getting late. I should return to my room and freshen up for the ball. I can pick my investigation up again once it's over. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Well, how do I look? You clean up well, Declan. I'm starting to see why I was offered so much money to come here. There's something very wrong with Blake Manor, and it seems Miss Dean's disappearance is only a small part of it.
Everyone's trying to kill everybody else. This place sucks.
Do I continue? So much of what I've seen today is far beyond what I've ever thought possible. Every minute I spend here among this devilry, I risk losing my grip on reality. If I haven't lost it already. I could just leave. After all, I've been paid a deposit that will keep me ticking over until the end of next year at least.
God.
I could just leave and save myself. And damn Miss Dean and this cadre of magicians to whatever hell they brought upon themselves. No. I need to see this through. If not for Miss Dean, if not for the guests here, then at the very least for the staff forced to work here. And anyone outside these grounds who could be harmed by whatever demonic work is in motion here. My soul is tarnished enough as it is. Helping these pagans will hardly change what's waiting for me in the next life. Whatever's coming next, I pray I have the strength to face it. Well, I'd better get going. At this rate, I fear I may be the last person to the ball.
Oh yeah, because it's 9:15 now. God. Okay. Well, since we had that little bit there, I think I will actually call it here for today. And then we will start, we'll start fresh tomorrow with the spooky ball. Gonna be scary. Alright. I'm gonna go grab some lunch and get to work on some things. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. And, we will pick it up tomorrow. So everybody get fancy and get your masks ready. Alright, see y'all later. Bye!